In a display of sheer force, Landon and his elite strike team burst onto the scene, shattering the complacency of the Adonis guards who stood between them and the heart of the city. Using precision and superior technology, Landon neutralizes the initial wave of resistance, blinding the enemy with light and sound before the massacre begins. As bullets run dry, the tide of battle shifts. Facing an overwhelming number of foes, Landon discards his guns, opting to rely on his own lethal martial prowess to carve a path through the enemy. With reflexes that defy the laws of nature, Landon catches a lethal arrow mid-flight, a feat that strikes the hearts of his enemies with paralyzing dread. Deep within the suffocating darkness of the dungeons, the captured city lord Baymard endures agonizing torment, his spirit unbroken as he harbors a desperate desire for vengeance. Fidelis, the holy monkard, attempts to break Baymard by threatening the safety of his remaining kin, unaware that the city lord is far more cunning than he appears. Sensing a shift in the power dynamic, Baymard plays the game, manipulating the desperate Fidelis by promising help in exchange for the safety of his family. The silence of the dungeon is shattered as Waldo and his marines breach the facility, their sudden appearance turning the tables of the interrogation. Waldo confronts Fidelis with a grin, taunting the powerful monk with the promise of a game. His relaxed posture masks the deadly precision he intends to unleash. As Fidelis unleashes a blow fueled by divine arrogance, Waldo exploits his opponent's overconfidence, sliding behind him with lethal intent. With a single, calculated strike to the nerve cluster, Waldo brings the towering monk to his knees, his masterful display of combat psychology and skill silencing his foe. Awakening from his restorative slumber, Baymard finds himself in a strange, advanced facility, his wonder only eclipsed by the immediate urgency of the war efforts surrounding him. With the town secured, Landon and the royalty gather around the recuperating city lord to map out their next strike against the Adonis occupation. Half a continent away in the lands of Dafferin, the ruthless Prince Milnes finds his prize, turning the life of a young princess into a living nightmare. Targeted for her lineage and perceived curse, the young Princess Tilda faces the brutal reality of a forced betrothal, her spirit flickering but not yet extinguished. Just as he maps out the end of the current war, the system demands Landon's attention, forcing a new, perilous mission into his already overflowing schedule. To save the princess and to fulfill the system's mandate, Landon meticulously plans a rescue operation that spans continents, knowing full well that failure would be his undoing. While Landon battles in the field, the haughty Morgue Society of Medicine finds their monopoly threatened by the rising influence of Baymard's revolutionary medical practices. Outraged by the loss of clients to Baymardian medicine, the masters of the Morgue Society vow to destroy the people they perceive as frauds who dare to practice without their archaic bloodletting methods. Storm clouds gather across the ocean as reinforcements for the Adonis cause arrive, unaware that they are sailing directly into the teeth of a growing Baymardian empire. The final stage of the Zalipnia campaign is at hand. Landon prepares for the assault on the capital, the deciding moment of his efforts to secure the empire. With a final rousing speech, Landon ignites the fighting spirit of his men, steeling their nerves for the imminent, brutal push into the heart of the enemy's stronghold. The battle for the capital erupts in a storm of fire and steel, as Baymard's advanced artillery forces the gates open, catching the Adonis defenders in a lethal trap. The streets of the capital are reclaimed by force. Landon's forces move with surgical speed, clearing every block of the occupying Adonis soldiers. Strategic lockdown is enforced, walls are manned, and the hunters become the hunted as the occupation forces are systematically dismantled by the superior tactical reach of Baymard. The stage is set, the trap is sprung, and the path to the main palace is clear. Landon moves to strike the final blow that will end the Adonis occupation forever.